My dad was a police officer, a police sergeant, and he's been a police officer ever since I was alive. Now, I was just a teenager when it happened, so, parents try and hide from their kids what's going on. So just from my perception, I remember him talking about, hard days at work. I remember specifically one that it haunted me, the story of him telling it to me, so I can't imagine him picturing it in his head, it actually happening to him. He described having to arrive to a scene where a 4-year-old girl had drowned in a swimming pool and he was the one that had to pull her out. Also at his job is where his addiction to painkillers started. I know specifically that he got the first one from somebody in his department. I feel like before it happened, I was just, kind of a normal teenager looking forward to the future and the graduation parties and saying goodbye to my friends. Just normal kid stuff, that you should be thinking about when you're 17 years old. And after it happened, it's like it just took over my whole life, that there was a cloud over everything that was going on. I wasn't thinking about parties. I didn't have a party for my graduation. I just didn't even care. I was starting to think about things that you shouldn't have to think about when you're 17. Yes, I kind of tried to pick myself up by my bootstraps. I tried to go back to work right away and just, trying to push through it. And I went to college. It was 5 months after he did it in September, and I had panic attacks so bad right after it happened. I want to say it was almost every day. It felt like I had panic attacks before going to sleep at night. And going into college, I'd struggled with depression before it happened. Just, my stepmother was abusive, my dad was addicted to drugs. So I was depressed before then, but going into college, I couldn't even handle schoolwork. I was self-mutilating so badly, I couldn't hide it anymore. So I just did anything to try and get help. So I went to my Dean of Women and told her what was going on. I told her I can't stop cutting myself. I can't focus on my schoolwork. So she told me, just stop it. I'm going to check in on you. Just stop cutting yourself. And I didn't because I was grieving. So they ended up just putting me on a plane and sending me home. They didn't want a suicide on campus, they said. And after that, I felt like I had completely ruined my life. As a graduating senior, you graduate, you think you're going to go to college, you're going to get a job, and you're going to get married and have, just the life everyone else has. But here I am, kicked out of college, and I thought my life was over. And my depression has never been so bad. I remember just going for a walk, and I felt like I had to force my feet to just stay on the ground whenever a truck drove by me, because everything in me just wanted to throw myself in front of it. I just wanted the hurt to be gone. I would say the worst one is just the one that every girl looks forward to their whole lives. You know, you grow up dressing like a bride and dreaming of the day where you walk down the aisle to, you know, the song that you picked out, and your dad is the one that's there to walk you down the aisle. And I think just, you know, I had my stepdad, and he's wonderful, and he walked me down the aisle. I had someone to give me away, but nobody could have looked at me the same way that my dad looked at me on my wedding day. The person that watched me grow up, the person that was there the day that I was born, the person that saw me be a cranky toddler, you know, I couldn't have that person cry when he saw me in my wedding dress, all dressed up to give me away. And just the cloud, that's the best way I can describe it, is I feel like it put a cloud on every happy day since then. Just, it's always in the back of my mind knowing that this day should have been different. So I did get married. His name is Brett, and he is there with me. He is understanding. When I wanted to put that hat there, he just wanted to do everything he could to make it happen. He, on all the anniversaries of the suicide, he always tries to do something really special just to remember my dad. And, you know, I still struggle with depression, and I can't say that, you know, since then I've never thought about taking my life again, because I have. But people like my husband and my children, they just really help me to keep going. There are definitely a lot, but I will say the main one is in the Old Testament. It says, when my father and mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. And, you know, I lost my stepmother and I lost my father. And just to know that I have a relationship with God that some people just can't have, that God promised to take me up in a special way, that when my dad wasn't there on my wedding day to cry when he first saw me, my God was looking down, and he watched me grow up. He watched me be that cranky toddler, and he was smiling at me just in a really special way on my wedding day, and that has helped me probably the most.